Oh, guess what? Mr. Electrical Inspector from Denver came and he inspected. Sorry to say, we passed. With flying colors, no write-ups, nothing. He was very good, very, very personable, a very friendly man, and a very, very good person. Couldn't ask for a better inspector. He's probably the best inspector I'll ever meet. But we passed. He said it looks very good. Everything he's done is a very good job. He come and looked at the service box, I guess you call it, service panel, whatever, and he said he's seen a lot of them closed up. When they opened them, there's just a bunch of wires in there. So he was very impressed with ours. He was really impressed. So we did a very good job. Steve did a very good job. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my good brother.
Mister.
All
right, there are people in internet land.
Let's go celebrate.
Yeah, let's go have lunch with Rick at Burger King.
I think that's an awesome idea. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm free and it feels like my heart's exploding, like I could touch the sky. All the plans that I have made finally become real. Yeah.
Well, it feels very good to have another inspection out of the way, a difficult inspection. Because I know Steve was kind of sweating it, because he's always telling me they're going to find something that they're going to make you redo. Well, lo and behold, he ran into the one inspector that didn't do that. This inspector is a very good man. He's very personable, very friendly. And he cares very highly about his job. He cares really highly about safety in the electrical inspection part. And I think that's what he was mainly concerned about in our inspection, was safety. Of course, I think he thinks about that in all inspections. I'm sure he does. But he said that our electrical rough-in was one of the best he's ever seen. He was kind of pretty impressed about the service panel. He opened it up. Well, he didn't open it up because ours was already open. He did make a comment about that. He says, I'm glad that it's open. He said, I see a lot of them that are closed, and when I open it up, all I see is a bunch of wires. But ours is professionally done. I don't know how to explain it. You know, an inspector is an inspector. You know, that is their job. I mean, if they find something wrong, of course they're going to tell you, well, you maybe ought to fix this, you know, make it, do it, you know, make it right, you know.
Right.
Well, I know Steve spent a lot of time, I don't know anything about electrical codes, and I know Steve has spent a lot of time on a computer looking at the code for our area. So, you know, if he'd have said, yeah, you got to fix this, I'd say, okay, well, that's cool. You know, we'll do that. You know, unfortunately, if we would have had to do that and he would have had to come back, I guess it would have cost money, but maybe he would be like one other inspector we had, that Mr. Medina, the plumbing inspector. He didn't charge us for a re-inspection. And I would venture to say that Mr. Huffman would be the same way. He wouldn't have charged us to come out and re-inspect. He's just that kind of a man. Both of them are. They're just really good. Once you get to know them, they're really good people. Mr. Huffman really even didn't have to get to know him. He was friendly right off the bat. I mean, he was a cool dude. I mean, one of the best. Well, he is. Well, of course, the only other inspectors I've ever came across were in the Air Force, military. And I'd never had one as friendly as this person was. And according to Steve and other people, not just Steve, you know, inspectors are with no other word other than, you know, this one I could say on your internet land, out there in internet land. Most of them are butt heads. Some of them are Beavises even.
Yeah.
But Mr. Huffman, he is the best inspector I've ever ran into, and I think Steve would agree with that.
I agree.
It might even be the best one he's ever ran into.
Yeah, as far as electrical inspectors, pretty much.
As far as electrical inspection, but here again, I've never ran into any electrical inspectors. So, but yes, I feel real good. I'm really happy. Now we can move on and get busy and doing other stuff.
Yeah. What's this up in the road up here?
Oh, we got some turkeys. Look at them turkeys. They're crossing the road right in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a good thing they're using the crosswalk.
10 turkeys.
So what are you doing over here, Becky?
Well, I'm caulking, but don't tell my sister because I'm sure it looks awful.
Well, that's to block out all the wind, and that's all that matters. And it's a good job. Like you can see this one here. There's nothing going out to the outside from that. And then all the fire blocking is done. We got the fire blocking caulk in all the places that there's any penetrations through any of the wall studs. So that just blocks any kind of fire that would come through. And then the bigger places like this where we had to move the pipe up for the plumbing inspector, where we had to fill those holes with fire block foam. And now I'm going to come in and push all these wires into the boxes so that when we insulate and sheetrock, they won't be in our way. It's a good job. We're really, really close now.
See, look.
Yeah, I saw that on the first one you looked at.
Nail. And even if it's metal, if it's on a metal gusset, get you a pair of needle nose. Hold that nail and beat it through that gusset.
Okay.
All right?
Then we can handle that.
Every one. I don't know why he made the plenum so tall.
Well, I think that was probably some miscalculations and mismeasurements on his part. But what I was thinking,
right off the bat. Okay, because that's supply air. Right off the bat, off of that plenum, you're going to have static air.
right?
Okay. I don't understand that.
He means there's no air
Static
movement
air.
in the very top of it.
Static air is he's got your plenum sitting up like this. Okay, here's your ductwork coming off of that plenum. He's got what he's got is another 12 inches above that ductwork. Okay, instead of taking it and lowering everything down to the level of that ductwork, what you've got is you've got, here's your plenum, here's your ductwork going this way. Well, air follows the least resistance. You can't just draw arrows inside that ductwork and tell it to go this way. Right. It's not.
It's going to go up here.
It's going to go up here, and when it hits here, it's going to go like this.
Alright, okay.
Okay, and when it goes like that, you're not going to get full velocity going down through there. We went through all the headers last time, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we drilled the holes and filled them up with
And
the
you
spray.
filled them up full of foam?
Yes, sir, till it came out of the
They
holes.
started to come out of all the holes, right?
Right.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right on.
We got our VLANs in. Got them in over the garage door.
You did what?
We got them over the garage door also.
Okay. Window, right?
Yes, sir. It's an opener.
It is an opener.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is all drywall all the way out.
No, I know what
It doesn't matter what you pay for it. It needs to be right.
I know it. I know.
You know. That's the way I look at it. I don't really care. I don't get into monetary stuff. I just get into code.
Unfortunately for us, monetary stuff gets to be pretty important.
Well, it does. It does, and code doesn't care for that.
Right.
You know, but the most you can do for yourself, you're better off. All right, anchor bolts. Look at that.
Yeah, we got
Did we get 'em
we found
everywhere?
we found the kinds that you would like, and we got them everywhere they needed.
Good.
That's one thing I
The
know you'll be
half-inch.
proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the 1/2 inch, didn't we? Good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, thank you.
like
See, I told
that.
you to compliment you on something.
And I found them.
Okay, I need a knee brace. Okay.
Oh crap! Yeah, I forgot. To put
And
that
a
in.
sway brace. All right. The knee
Yeah.
brace, you're gonna take it. You're gonna take it from
Right.
the kingpin, and you're gonna run it 8 foot back.
Right.
All right. 2 nails into each truss. Then you're gonna take another 2x, and you're gonna nail it to the side of that kingpin,
Mm-hmm.
and don't go greater than a 45. All right.
Okay.
So you can 45 it, and you can bring it, and you can nail it to the side of this, your knee brace. You understand
Okay.
what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
On each side. Okay? All right, continuous ridge vent.
Yes, sir.
That's a 4050 window in your bedroom, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I got the window, the stickers all came out of the windows, Wyatt, but I got the stuff right here if you need to know it.
Argon gas?
It's good insulation.
Oh, yeah, it is, but not in altitude.
Oh.
What happens is because of the atmospheric pressure at a higher altitude, okay, the argon gas it sits in there, and they put a vacuum in between these panes. And the argon gas they do that to keep all the moisture out. So what happens is the higher you get, it starts to break the seal. Okay, between the double panes. Just keep an eye on it. If you see
Okay.
moisture in between it, then it's broke. It's kind of like LED TVs, liquid crystal,
LCD.
LCD. They don't work in altitude.
Okay.
Or you can use, it can't be paper is what I'm saying.
Right.
They make a foil back insulation you can use. Okay.
That's acceptable.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a foil back, and it should be equivalent to an R6 value. Okay, and it's easier to tape that stuff on there. Okay.
Okay.
So in other words, that needs to be lifted up a bit and wrapped around the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, you just can't sit there and blow unfaced insulation around. We need to protect it from getting moisture. Okay.
All right. You bet.
I don't know about that. How you're gonna drywall the mechanical room? You know.
Well, is 1/2 inch acceptable in there? Because this doesn't really need to be
Yeah, 1/2
fire
inch is
because
no, it's 1/2 inch.
zero.
You can use 1/2 inch.
I think we can get it all right.
You can get it all right.
Yeah.
If you take that equipment down, go ahead and put that
We'll
up.
take it all out and then make it
Take
easy.
it down, put all the drywall in before you put it back. Just call me, and I'll come and just verify it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you want us to call you to look at that before we do all this other? You want to just do it
No.
all at one time?
It doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm always in the area usually.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna have to come and see the installation anyhow.
Right.
So if I come and see the installation, and you've already got some drywall, and you want to go ahead and drywall that, so you can put everything back,
Right.
then you can do it that way. Whatever.
Okay.
All right.
On the ceilings, 5/8 inch,
No,
1/2 inch up there. Okay, and then this garage wall.
1/2 inch.
Okay.
Okay, the only time you need 5/8 type X is if it's in a ceiling and there's livable area up above you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Well, that kind of makes sense.
In the garage, okay, let's see. In the garage, I'm thinking it needs to go down to 6 inches on center. I can look that up. On the lid.
on the lid.
The ceiling in the garage. I believe the screw pattern.
Yeah,
down to
yeah.
6 inches on center.
Right, okay.
Okay.
You talking about on the
here,
edges or the field?
Everywhere
Okay.
in the garage. I'll look it up for
All
you. In here, it's 16 on center on the walls. Okay, so basically you would have your drywall, and you would put one here, one here, one here, and one here. Okay, so that would be 4 across.
Right.
In the lid, it's 12 inches on center, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gotcha.
Okay, and the sheets.
And that makes
go this
sense
way.
because you sure as heck don't want it coming down.
Yeah, and if you want to do more, I don't really care. You gonna blow in the attic?
Yes, sir.
Make sure all your baffles are put up.
Right.
Okay, because basically on these baffles, so you can get your insulation all the way in here. See how that thing's all the way up?
Right.
This can go all the way up.
And our staples are short enough, we could probably just staple that straight to the decking.
Yep, up underneath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See how that is? You need to
Right.
probably go ahead and stick that up, because all I need, those are spacers, so all we need is 1 inch.
Right.
Okay, so you might be able to even take your staple gun and put it in higher.
Okay.
Staple it up higher. You know, run a couple staples higher. That way when they're blowing, okay, it doesn't get up in there.
Right. That's one thing I know I've got to be careful about, because that air's got to flow.
So you might want to just go back through there and staple them up a little higher.
All right. That it? My arm's getting tired from recording.
That's it.